Yep. Brown now if I do that, you know? It's all like too brown now. give it some, make it look feel more like it's made of wood, you know, like old wood. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard to do, kind of, because like this hole in the floor is like super weird. I mean, there's a lot of weird things about this background, but I can try to give it some texture. Should have mentioned your game. My bad. What do you mean? I still don't understand your question, Sora. Sorry. I think what Sora is asking is there people helping you? Oh yeah. For free on the game. Um, I try to pay everyone on the dev team. I mean, but yeah, there has been people in the past who are like, "Oh, I want to help for free, but I prefer paying the devs than having free work." You know, there has been a few instances where people didn't want to get paid for whatever reason because of like taxes or whatever, like personal reasons or whatever. But I try to push for people to accept payment for the help and the work they do on the project. And then there's other cases of people who can't get paid because of where they live. But you know that's another issue. Jizzy, but maybe he likes to fall down. Maybe that's how he, walks around. Hey, Darky Rose. Is CC on payroll? CC is actually she does all the HR stuff, and she actually does the payroll for people. So yeah, CC does all the paperwork for the employees, but she helps out. Okay. Yeah, I can do like little like texture like this on the wood. You know, I can try to like make it look more like woodish. You know, but doing that for every wood plank is going to be a lot of work. I'm going to try to do some where it needs it the most. Pump, pump. I see you were a dev for a porn game. Who? Oh, on the resume. Yeah. Hey, cringery, how are you? Toxic? Yeah, probably. It's the only way he can find his way out each morning. Roll around. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Sploosh. Make a stamp. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the floor is on. Like, for the wall, I just copy pasted, like, a texture that I kind of, like, created and, like, made with, like, pieces of stuff. But, like, for a floor like this in perspective, I can't really I can't be lazy that much, you know? I kind of have to, like, hand paint all the texture, sort of, to make it look like wood. I sort of can't cheat. I can't cheat my way through it, fortunately. Sometimes you can use little tricks and cheats, but sometimes you just gotta paint it all. You gotta paint it all. You know, ideally too, some of these planks would have like would be divided. You know, like it would be like that. You know, like ideally it would do that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that eventually. I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to get the texture right. Um. Anyway, and then I can take the light too, and add a bit of light on the edge of the inside of the planks like this, right? It's gonna make them look like more beveled and like sticking out, so they're not as flush with the ground. So if I do like a little highlight like this on the edge of the planks, it's gonna make it like feel like they're more uneven. They're like a little bit separated and not as like clean. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of that, and then they're gonna pop out and look a little bit more, like beveled and stuff. They're gonna look a little bit more, look a bit better. Look a little nicer like this. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, it's already a lot more. See the difference? the old and the new. Now it's starting to look like wood, you know. But it was a lot of work, like just to get that done. Okay, I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna do the ladder next. The ladder. The ladder. It's Hoot 2 gifted 20 subscriptions. Holy shit! Thanks, man. That's really nice of you, dude. That's cool, man. Thanks. The stairs kind of trigger me. I feel like it would be more of a darker oak. Like, yeah, it's just that like the current steps to go to the second floor are like. Hold on. What is that? The stairs inside? Oh yes. See, like here, this is the top of the lighthouse, and we have like wooden stairs. Like the inside is supposed to be made of wood, but the top of the tower is supposed to be like this metal plate of like for the watchtower, you know, but at the very top, right, for the light. Um, but the inside is supposed to be more like older and wood and stuff. Now we could put wood for the stairs going all the way down. You know, I don't know. I just figured it'd be like a mix of metal and wood. It's like a, it's almost like an old lighthouse that was renovated. You know, I don't know. We can do something else. Like I don't really care, but I do think that the metal stairs here are a bit weird, but it gives some contrast. Like I don't know, maybe they're too like bright, you know. But yeah. Hey, yeah boy, ice. Oh God, fucking hell. That other serious accident prone to happen. Yeah, of course. throughout my childhood, while I was in the '90s and I became a teenager, I would listen to music and stuff from the '80s and movies from the '80s. But it's like I didn't live the '80s, and there's a difference, right? Like living the '80s and knowing stuff about the '80s are two different things, right? I'm not like an '80s connoisseur. I'm an '80s enjoyer. You know. You see, I have also lived in 2002, but I still think '90s music is better than 2000s. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I can see that. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed music from the '90s more than the 2000s for sure. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe there were some good songs in the 2000s too. Yeah.
I don't know. To me, there's just I don't know. It's been well established DC suffers from horrible taste.
Listen, it's fine you guys hate on my taste in music. That's fine. That's why it's called a in general, the '80s were created a lot of corny music, and I'm not into corny stuff. Sometimes for the laugh, for the memes, I'll listen to '80s music. But, okay, I'm gonna make a lot of enemies tonight, am I? I'm gonna make a lot of enemies. DC, but What Is Love is from the '90s. Eat it. You can't disapprove this argument. What is love? Love. Yeah, it's good. I like What Is Love. It's okay. SSM. Yeah, it's because we were waiting for you to comment on it. We're holding it at 79% just to see you comment about it. Listen, the way I could describe '80s music is like the '80s hairstyle. You know what I mean? It's the same as the '80s hairstyle. It's all a little bit kind of like it has too much hairspray in it and it's a little corny looking, you know?
It's all show. It's all kind of like a little too much show and not a lot of substance. It's like bedroom, right? And then the bedroom will be where Captain Sploosh or Admiral Sploosh lives. His little messy drunkard, bedroom. And then the little ladder goes up.
Gigs of PSDs so far. 463 gigabytes of PSD files. Not bad. But a lot of those are backups and stuff, so it's maybe more like 200 gigs, but it's still a lot. That's a lot of data, yeah. It's not that much. I mean, it's quite a bit. Like a better stat is this. Oh wait, that's not even accurate. Let's go to the old repo. Images, right? Yeah. See, we have almost like 20,000 art assets in the game. 20,000 art assets. Like that's more impressive, I think, to me. Because like a PSD can be really big if it's just you make it the dimension is big. You know what I mean? Right? Like, but like 20,000 art assets in the game. That's heavy. Like that's a lot of art. You know? And there's gonna be so much more by the time the game is done. Like to me, that's more impressive than like, ooh, how big is the Photoshop files? Like, that kind of doesn't. It doesn't really mean anything. Like to me, that's more impressive. It's a lot of art. How many lines of code? We should ask Trady to find out how many lines of code the game has right now. Okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do the wood here? I feel like it should have like it should be split into pieces of wood. Like two halves maybe.
Two halves. cabin, the beach house, the cabin in the woods, the witch.
Giving subscriptions again. Damn. Thanks, Hoots. Hoots is just, he's just treating us, I guess. Damn. Wait, what is the what do you get for having a subscription? What happens? Like what? I don't even know what the benefits are. I don't even know what you get technically. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember either. Okay, I don't know, Sploosh. What you want me? Stray. What do you want me to do with this? I mean, you want me to? What's the texture of this thing? What material? Maybe the inside is not wood. Like I don't know. You want this to be made of what? Like that could be just made of like concrete or something, and then I don't know. Like I don't know what to do here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh right, you can use the emoticons. Yeah. Use the emoticons. Nice. Now you guys can spam penises. I should update them. They're old now. I should update them. What is this? The song requests are not working right now. DC, just curious. Can I ask about that one time you sneak into the school at night and the principal is very low? Yeah. No, it's Hoots. This is that's part of Annie's story. It's the underground cult of the school that's a big mystery or whatever, right? That's part of Annie's story and Mrs. Smith, the principal. So whenever we get to Annie's story, we start working on that. Then we'll basically reveal all of that stuff, you know. So yeah, it's part of Annie's story and Mrs. Smith. The underground school cult. But yeah, we have to get to that point first, you know. So not Rhonda's story update, but the one after. After Rhonda, we're gonna work on Annie.
So yeah, it's in a little while because we have to freaking wrap up the tech update first, you know. But after that, we'll work on Rhonda, and then it's gonna be Annie. So it's coming. He's coming slowly. See, I don't know what color this would be if it's not like, if it's not wood, like metal. Yeah, I kind of like it wood, to be honest. Kind of like it in wood. Not gonna lie. Nice stain undies, lol. Now can we give them to Sumrak? Yeah. Sumrak would love those, Jesse. they're very potent, you know? They have a lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. Uh, it's called. Fuck, where is it? The Cranberries. This is the day. The Cranberries. Yeah, the song's called "This Is the Day" by the Cranberries. Anyway, it sounds like a '90s song though. that there's like next picture. Yeah, maybe he's holding on to Oh no. I'm rooting for the crackers. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for the crackers. Oh
The only
no.
offensive thing I've seen, like some Native Americans get annoyed about, and I agree, it's the headdress. It's more ceremonial, so that's like the only really bad thing.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah,
Well, I can see that. Yeah.
yeah. But even then, it's kind of like showcasing your culture. Like,
Well, then there's other things you can wear other than that with the headpiece. Because the headpiece is more for religious and ceremonial purposes, but there's tons of other stuff like tomahawks and bows, and there's other stuff.
It's not like the logo is like a white person giving a Native American like a blanket with polio on it. It's like if that was the logo, then you could be like, this is offensive, this is fucked up, you know? But if it's like
Yeah,
part of their
but
culture, it's kind of like, ah, it's cool, you know? It's
I mean, if you want to be technical, the polio blanket thing is also part of our culture. It's just not a good part of our culture. It's the bad thing that should happen.
I don't know, you know.
All right, guys, here's the Trail of Tears.
Black people will get offended for me. Don't give a shit. Bro. Yeah, I mean, people love who they are, and who gives a shit? I don't know. Let's not get into this, but
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get back to sploosh in the whale's blowhole.
yeah, okay.
Can we do that? I want to do that. It's great.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of whale? Just a blue whale or like a Moby Dick kind of whale?
Yeah, like Moby Dick, like a humpback whale.
Okay, why does Moby Dick's name have the word dick in it? Can we talk about that?
Uh, you know, the guy who wrote that had to know, right?
I don't think dick meant the same thing back then, potentially.
I mean, it's Moby Dick though. It's like large dick.
Okay, but when did the word dick become what it means now? Because I think for a long time, dick meant other things.
I literally just looked it up. The author named it after a whale in real life off the Chilean coast called Mocha Dick.
Okay, but what did dick mean back then? That's what we need to find out.
I mean,
Did
it's a Chilean word. There might be like a Chilean meaning for dick.
Okay, why? Why does it always have to go back to penis though? Like, can we just? Why can't it mean something else? I'm sure it meant something else. It had to.
I'm looking it up.
Laconic. What's the logo for the whiteys? A white couple talking to their financial advisors. It's so boring. It's just shitty and boring. Oh god. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm trying to like make these all the stuff in here have better lighting. So it looks a little bit more like light coming from the window. The window.
is like 4 or 5 years old. So in like 2 years, basically, we'll be able to go.
As much as I'd like you guys to come down here sooner, I would recommend that.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of don't have a choice.
Yeah. I mean, there's more parks being added and more rides, so more stuff to do when you get here.
Yeah.
Is there any theme park equivalent where you guys are?
Yeah, there's one that's pretty nice, but it's okay. Like, it's not the greatest, but
It's not Disney.
yeah, it's more like roller coasters,
Okay, so it's more around the thrills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, which is fine, but for little kids, it's not Disney World. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like really just a carousel and stuff for them that age.
Yeah. So anyway.
Sploosh, based on where you guys live, you guys got any like big fairs, Midwesterner fairs?
Do you have the Derby every weekend, right?
Not anytime soon. It's all holiday stuff now.
You can just go to another nice resort, chill there. Yeah, we're debating, like, if we do go, we're debating, like, getting a place that's really close by or within the park. But within the park, I feel like it's going to be, like, super expensive and scammy.
Trust, even with my annual pass discounts, like, it is so expensive to get hotels over there.
Really?
Yeah. And the hotels are honestly, like, the only difference is, like, depending on the hotel and the park, you can actually go into the park, like, an hour early sometimes, which is a nice benefit, though.
Volley.
But yeah, unless you're going to the really shitty parks, the really shitty hotels, it's so expensive. I mean, I obviously don't know how much you guys are willing to pay, but yeah.
Well, we'd rather not.
And it's Orlando, so there's tons of hotels in the area.
Yeah, but here's a problem, right? Let's say we go to Florida, right? We could drive there, but I kind of feel like we would rather fly there for some reason. If we fly there, we don't have a car with 3 car seats in it for kids, right? So ideally, we'd be in a hotel or like a place where we live that's close enough that a shuttle / bus / whatever, or even like train, whatever. Like, we want something that's local, so that's like, we go to Disney World for a week, we're there for the week, we don't have to worry about renting a car and getting car seats every day, you know what I mean?
I can get that, and most of the Disney hotels do have shuttle services, and it's honestly close enough to walk at some of them.
It's more about convenience, and like, I would kind of be inclined to pay a little more for the convenience of 3 really young children with us, you know what I mean?
Well, if you guys do end up coming whenever, let me know, because I might be able to give you like my if I still have it, my annual pass details, and I might get you guys a discount.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's possible. What about renting an RV? No, we don't want to rent an RV, bro.
I've never used the hotel personally, just because I live so close. It's why you spending money?
Yeah. No.
I have thought about it, just for the experience. Like, hey, I'll do it once, but even then, I'm like, fuck, this is kind of pricey.
Yeah. Renting an RV is just a bad time. Here's the thing. I don't know much about RVs. I don't want to get into that whole realm of like learning how to live with an RV for like a week. You know what I mean? I think it's also
such a long trip.
Yeah, that's for a long trip, and like, I don't think you understand 3 little kids in an RV. Like,
no.
That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't think you understand. Like,
at least a flight would be like what, for like 4 hours maybe?
Not even. Yeah, it's like
RVs can be really nice though, man. You get a nice RV.
I don't want to shell out that big bucks.
Yeah, but do I want to? Yeah, where do I park the RV to go to Disney World?
Oh, I'm sure they have tons of places down there.
You think
they do? I have seen them, but it's just a pain in the ass. Then you have to find the right parking to, get water, waste.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. I don't want to spend a day figuring that shit out.
There's like camping grounds and stuff like everywhere in the U.S. Man.
I don't want to sleep in a camping ground, Sploosh.
Why?
I want a nice hotel with a jacuzzi and a sauna and someone to bring me food to my door. I don't want to take care of an RV and go grocery shopping while I'm trying to enjoy my trip.
And honestly,
You
the
know, I
customer
wouldn't
service
expect
has
any
been-
less from a fan of the whites.
Yeah, that's true.
From the
Yeah, man.
whiteys.
From
You're
the
such a
whitey.
snowflake.
He's such a... the whitey. DC's such a drama queen. You guys don't have 3 really young children, I can tell.
I want a fancy hotel
Fancy hotel.
with
I
a
want
hot
food box,
tub.
man.
Okay, listen to me, Sploosh, okay? I haven't gone on vacation in like 6 years, okay? Fuck off, alright? If I want...
See, I would think a guy who hasn't gone on vacation in 6 years would be thankful for just anything.
The Karen
Just
cookie.
fucking- yeah.
The Karen cookie is a new cookie that's emerging. Oh shit, no. Oh no, I'm turning
with your
into a
luck, you're
Karen
gonna get sick
cookie.
when you get there.
Maybe I'm turning into a Karen cookie. I don't know, guys. Shit, maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning into a Karen cookie. Camping literally sucks. They'd have to pay me. Straight.
I mean,
No, but we're
Camping
not
is a-
talking about camping in a tent, man. It's like a nice RV with a bed and a full bathroom,
No.
well, honestly,
television,
camping down
like
here,
anything you want.
Okay,
man.
but then Sploosh, I would then rent an RV and go visit you. Then it would be appropriate. But we're going to Disney World. We're not going to see you, Sploosh, okay?
Well, if you were gonna drive down to Disney World in an RV, it wouldn't be that bad.
I feel like half of our
You
trip
wouldn't
would
do
be
that.
in the
I know
RV or taking care of the RV.
It would be, but you know, you could
That
stop
sucks.
at places along the
No.
way and see
No.
all the sights, man.
Yeah, okay. The sites of which part of Florida here you're talking about?
yeah, don't,
Okay,
don't
well,
go that way, don't
driving
go that far.
to Florida, you'd be going through quite a few states.
Yeah, which
Just saying.
glorious states am I gonna drive through that's amazing to look at and enjoy?
We don't need to go into that. I don't want to dox you, but
Because my 3 young children are not gonna give a fuck about any of those.
oh well, that's true. Yeah, definitely don't take the young children.
Oh my god. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm gonna go. This
All right.
conversation tired me out.
Just thinking about being in an RV with your kids and your poop.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. This is a nightmare.
No, it would listen. The RV thing would be great, but not for a trip to Disney World. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like I said, if we were gonna go visit you, Sploosh, no joke, we could maybe rent an RV and have a good time. Okay, but we're going to Disney World. I'm not renting an RV to go there. Okay, I'm gonna fly
think it'd
down
be-
there, go straight from the airport to our hotel, and the hotel's gonna have a shuttle to all the parks of Disney World. We're gonna chill there. We're gonna have everything on site. You're gonna after a week we're out of there. Okay, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay.
For the record, I think driving around America in an RV would be a phenomenal vacation, but not with 3 children. So I get it.
Here's the thing. I like doing stuff with my kids, but they're so young right now that the amount of the kind of things that they enjoy are pretty specific. You know what I mean? Like they like going to the park. They like riding their bikes and doing stuff like that, right? Like outdoor things that are game oriented or like playful oriented, right? Being in an RV for 8 hours straight is not one of those, you know?
Mhm.
So
And it's gonna be way more than 8 hours too.
yeah, it's like we're gonna do stops, and then when we stop, we're in the middle of nowhere where there's like a corner store, and the kids are gonna be like, "We're bored. What are we eating? What are we doing? You know, where's
You're
it?
gonna
When
be
are we
exhausted by
at
the time
Disney
you get
World?"
It's
don't
gonna
know.
get worse before it gets better too. By the way, just saying.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway,
You've got the 8s and the 9s coming, man.
yeah, but I think the 8s and the 9s are a bit better.
Oh.
Like we have a listen, we have a 2, a 4, and a 5 right now, right? Like what
a
does
reason
a
they
2,
call
a
it a
4, and a
travel
5
too.
like to do? You know, they like Disney World.
Eat
like,
and
that's what
poop?
they like. Yeah. Well. Not just that. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. Bye,
Later.
Sploosh. Bye, Xana. Have a good night, boys.
Night, everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
later, guys.
Bye. Alright, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow to do another stream. I think we're kind of done with this one for now. I think I'm gonna add more items and flesh out this location more as we come back to it, if it's tied to a story or a quest in the game, you know what I mean? But tomorrow I'll do the evening and night version of it, and then we'll move on to the downstairs of the lighthouse, which will be the last background to make for it. Okay? Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching again, supporting and all that. I'll be back tomorrow. All right? Bye, guys.